For many, Ramadan is the ideal time to give back to the community, and some manage to go the extra mile. Lola Lopez is the founder of the non-profit organization Volunteer in Dubai, and her team is dedicated to providing food to thousands of the city's laborers.
As we are offloading these labans and the waters, please try and split them equally. Because if we end up with more water and laban on this side than that side, that queue is going to get finished first and there's going to be nothing. We've been going about 4 years. We've distributed 400,000 meals now, and that's the ones that I can account for. It started off by finding a camp of men that were homeless in Karama, hence the Karama canteen. So we were feeding a group of about 60 men for about 3 or 4 months. They then found themselves in a more stable situation, and we moved on to finding other camps that were struggling somewhat. You've got the camps who expect the men to feed themselves from their basic salaries. Then you get men who are given 5 dirhams a day to eat from, which not going to get you much. So they tend to club together, go and buy meals together, cook them together. And then you get the camps who food is provided for, but they rarely get chicken. They certainly don't get it of this quality. They don't get, pistachio nuts and stuff like that inside the rice.
Supplying food to thousands of workers is more than one woman can handle. Lola selects groups of volunteers to assist her with supplying, preparing and distributing meals.
We probably do about 40 to 50 volunteers every time, from packing to distribution, and I think that's what people like. They get to see the food being made, and they actually get to see the men that they're giving it to. So there's no question in anybody's mind where their goodwill has gone. You might have been involved in sponsoring the meals themselves. You get to come and you get to make the meals, then you get to bring them and meet the men who you're helping.
There are numerous safety concerns when supplying food on such a large scale. These volunteers take the utmost precautions to ensure that they provide the highest quality meals.
The most important part is the preparation of the food. We obviously have to take into consideration the health of these men. By the very nature of their jobs, they're considerably dehydrated as it is. You can fall extremely ill if you get any sort of bacterial infection due to food poisoning, right? And especially people who are already dehydrated. So we make sure that we partner with a reputable catering company, City Chef in this example, and they're very, very particular about the food not dropping below 37.5 degrees. Those big black boxes that we were putting the food into, they keep the food hot for up to 8 hours. So we can ensure that whatever temperature the food goes in at the catering company, as it comes out here, it's the same temperature. So we're safeguarding the health of these men.
Lola and her team take a very hands-on approach when interacting in the field. And at times it can be a risky job when dealing with large crowds.
It's a very vulnerable environment for volunteers, which is why, where possible, I try not to bring women to the camp. I meet with some resistance sometimes, and they think, oh, it's a bit sexist that women in the kitchen, men in the camps, but it can turn at any moment and it can get very ugly. So again, I've got the responsibility of the safety of the volunteers in mind.
Besides a free meal, Lola is passionate about ensuring that her team connects with people on a personal level, to express their gratitude for all the work that the labourers do for the city.
Say hi to them, say, hey, how you doing? Give them a water. We've got a bit of time. Just make eye contact, smile with them, say, hey, how you doing? It's not just about the meals, it's about letting these men know that someone cares about them. Let's not race through it unless we have to. Let's take a moment to just make eye contact with these guys and say, hey, how you doing? Here's some dinner.
This is just one of the many ways in which people are giving back this Ramadan. And with thousands queuing up, it's clearly a worthy cause. Caitlin Wormrons, Gulf News.